National salute! Present! National salute! Present! What a God! Mounted by Nigerian Naval College, Ebubu. 6 generals, 1 sentry, 1 bigler, 1 petty officer, ready for inspection. POPP Asaba, EI, Your Excellency, sir. What the God! Go! National salute! Present! Your permission to march up before the guard. Not the guard room. Your Excellency, sir. I, sir. Sentry stand fast. Remain the guards. Not the guard room. Dismiss.
Parked just outside the gates. Please, you are requested to repark. Yes. Navy.
Start east.
Your Excellencies, very senior military officers serving and retired, distinguished invited guests, officers, ladies and gentlemen, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu Ogalla, Admiralty Medal. Company of the Flag Officer Commanding Naval Training.
Salute! Peace and arms!
You're most welcome, sir.
Very senior officers, serving and retired, distinguished invited guests of the FR.
National salute! Peace and arms!
You're most welcome, sir.
Stand at ease!
While we await the arrival of other dignitaries, the mass band will entertain us with light music. The band, please.
Your Excellencies, very senior military officers serving and retired, distinguished invited guests, officers, ladies and gentlemen. May I announce the arrival of the reviewing officer for today's passing out parade. The reviewing officer for this occasion is the Honourable Minister of State for Defence, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawalle, member of the Order of the Niger.
Shall we please rise for the national anthem? May please be seated. March towards the saluting line to submit the parade reports and invite the reviewing officer to commence the inspection of the parade.
Nigerian Naval College, combined but not red, follow. Pride of the earth, 150 direction service of the line, and 100% special duty preparation of the red, ready for the
The reviewing officer has granted permission and is now going to inspect the parade. Your Excellencies, very senior military officers, serving and retired, number 1 and 2. Direct behind the party is the band conducted by Sub-Lieutenant T. Raymond and he is assisted by Sub-Lieutenant P. Olorugba. Operational and logistics requirements of their personnel. It will enable them to appreciate and take appropriate decisions for the betterment. Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawalle, member of the Order of the Niger, was born on the 12th of February in the year 1962, and he hails from Maradun local government area of Zamfara State. He attended Township Primary School, Maradun, from 1974 to 1980 and was thereafter admitted into the Vocational Training Center, Bunza, where he obtained his senior school living certificate in the year 1985. In the course of his academic career, his certificate in teachers training and teaching technique in the year 2000, his certificate in advanced management program for senior government officials from Thames Valley University in London in the year 2004. A certificate in advanced legal studies and capacity building on the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs from the year 1990 to the year 2003, and also member of House of Representatives representing Bakura Maradun Federal Government Constituency of Zamfara State from the year 2019 to 2023. Minister of State for Defense of the Federal Republic of Nigeria from August 2023 till date. He also holds multilateral forum steps and attended included the 64th United Nations General Assembly in New York in the year 2009, Russian development in Moscow in the year 2019, the 76th United General Assembly in the year 2021 in New York, Conference of the Parties of Among the others, the reviewing officer has taken his place on the saluting dais.
Stand at ease!
The Reviewing Officer, sir, Your Excellency, Senior Officers serving and retired, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. We have gradually come to the high point of this historic occasion, which is the march past by the passing out cadets in slow and quick time. The parade commander, Cadet Saidu Ahmed, has just triggered the commencement of the march past in slow time. The march past by the cadets is one of the high points of today's passing out parade. The parade commander and the guards are now marching gracefully, full of vigor, with no swinging of arms in a synchronized order. Their precision and poise are on full display. With measured steps and discipline, they move as one. The guards are now marching towards the audience. May I please remind our esteemed audience that as the caller marches past where you are seated, you are please requested to rise. Serving officers and warrant officers in uniform are please requested to salute. Today, Saturday, the 24th of May 2025, marks a milestone moment for our cadets as they celebrate their passing out parade from basic officers training. The vibrant and impressive march past you're witnessing is a testament to the dedication and hard work of our cadets, meticulously guided by the gunnery instructors. Let us give credit where it's due. Shall we put our hands together for the commandant and the entire instructional team for their tireless efforts in shaping these young officers into the leaders of tomorrow. Once again, the parade is being led by the parade commander, Cadet Saidu Ahmed. Directly behind him is the number 1 guard, followed by the color party and the number 2 guard, and then the number 1 to 8 divisions are following respectively. The parade commander is College Senior Under Officer Ahmed Saidu. Cadet Annie holds the Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical and Production Engineering from Ebubu State University of Science and Technology. He was born on the 25th of July in the year 1997 and he hails from Uzi local government area of Ebubu State. The sub-guard for number 2 is Cadet Peter Okon. He holds the Bachelor of Science, the Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical and He was born on the 9th of April 2000. He hails from the Honourable Minister of State. The color party is commanded by Cadet Samuel, carrying the national color. He was born on the 14th of August 1988 and he hails from Oyo State. On the Nigerian Navy ensign is Cadet She was born on the 1st of June 1996 and she hails from Imo State. The Naval Training Command Regimental flag is being carried by Bello Muhammad and he was born on the 31st of March. The escorting color on parade this morning are Samuel Samuel, and the sub-division commander 2 is Cadet Shani Hussein Ibrahim. The combined division is commanded by Cadet Hassan Al-Hassan, and the sub-division commander Cadet Solomon and Cadet J. Andrew. While the C-division is commanded by Cadet James Emeji, and the sub-division commanders are Cadet Abdulhamid, Abdullahi Zakari, and Cadet Ibas Okosu. Number 7 division is commanded by Cadet Mary Blessing. Our sub-division commanders are Cadet Ali Ibrahim and Cadet Ibrahim Geraldine Oluchi. Number 8 division is commanded by Cadet G.K. and the sub-division commanders are Cadet Ebubu, Paul, and Cadet Ebubu-Eleme. Regimental flag is being carried by Bello Muhammad, and he was born on the 31st of March. The escorting colors on parade this morning are Adamu Gagdi, Cadet Kufre Oyeoye, Asas Anthony, and Cadet Emmanuel Musa. Number 2 guard is commanded by Cadet Lawal, and the sub-guard commander 1 is Cadet Mustafa Konya, and the sub-guard commander 2 is Cadet is commanded by Cadet Yahya Abib, and the sub-division commander is Cadet Aminu, and the sub-division commander 2 is Cadet Miriam Amayanabo. Number 2 division is commanded by and the sub-division commander 1 is Cadet Samuel, and the sub-division commander 2 is Cadet Shani Hussein Ibrahim. The combined division is commanded by Cadet Hassan Al-Hassan, and the sub-division commander Cadet Solomon and Cadet J. Andrew. While the C-division is commanded by Cadet James Emeji, and the sub-division commanders are Cadet Abdulhamid, Abdullahi Zakari, and Cadet Ibas Okosu. Number 7 division is commanded by Cadet Mary Blessing. Our sub-division commanders are Cadet Ali Ibrahim and Cadet Ibrahim Geraldine Oluchi. Number 8 division is commanded by from slow to quick march. Having been to once again remind our esteemed audience that as the color party marches past where you're seated, you're please expected to rise. Serving officers and warrant officers in uniform are please requested to salute. Once again remind our esteemed audience that as the color party marches past where you're seated, you're please expected to rise. Serving officers and warrant officers in uniform are please requested to salute. Officer, sir. This parade is led by the parade commander, Cadet Yusuf Ahmed, and he's marching smartly towards saluting dice in quick time. And he's closely followed by number 1 guard. Party are following closely as well. Next we have the number 2 guard. Following closely are the number 1 division. Nigerian Navy ship Pathfinder. Also, we have personnel from the Nigerian Navy ship Victory. Amongst the bands are personnel from Nigerian Navy ship Delta, Nigerian College of Account and Finance, and last but not the least, we have personnel from Nigerian Navy School of Music, Malta. The arena officer, the band of staff for today's parade is Sub Lieutenant T. Raymond from Nigerian Navy ship Pathfinder, and he's being assisted by Sub Lieutenant P. Ronda. Splendid, absolutely amazing. That was a beautiful halt by the officer cadets. The reviewing officer, sir, the halting of the cadets signify the end of the march past in slow and quick time. Let me please give the cadets another resounding round of applause. The parade commander is marching smartly to the saluting dice to seek permission to commence the silent drill display.
May I have your permission to commence the silent drill display, sir? Aye, sir.
The reviewing officer has just granted permission to commence the silent drill display. May I humbly request the Commandant, Nigerian Naval College, Rear Admiral H.S. Zego, to usher the reviewing officer to his seat. The Commandant, sir. The highlight of today's ceremony, a thrilling silent drill display by cadets as they showcase their skills in this thrilling display. At this point, please permit me to hand over the mic to Corporal Beatrice Douglas for the silent drill commentary.
The display consists of 64 cadets taken from both Dssc and Sdpct. The team will be silently marching forward to take their initial division, having interlocking themselves. They mark time in slow time to enable them form silent drill formation, which is 8 ranks. They come together again. They dress themselves. Can you please give them a round of applause? They turn to the right, marching majestically to locate their position to review officers. They turn to the right, facing the gates of honor. In marching quick time. The silent display are paying a regimental compliment to the review officer to commence their display. The permission now been graciously granted. The turn to the right in control of the sword, while the left hand is swinging front and back. They split into two groups, still marching in quick time. Can you please give them a wonderful round of applause? What a wonderful display by the Salendry of Dssc Course 29 and Sdpct Course 24. Here comes again. They march facing themselves. Here they come again. The team of the Salendry march from different directions and meet themselves, facing the review officer and marching in quick time forward. They turn over smartly and bang their leg. The right hand is in control of the sword, while the left hand is swinging front and back. Splitting into those time, they reverse the sword to enable the left hand support the sword at reverse sword. Here they turn again. They bring the sword to parry, still marching in slow time. Immediately they break into quick time. Can we please give them a round of applause? They turn over smartly. What a wonderful display by the Salendry. It only takes a smart cadet to be among them. Here they strike and turn to the right, still marching in quick time, swinging the left hand front and back, while the right hand is in control of the sword. Here again, they turn again. They are facing in fire in a military manner. Can you please give them a round of applause? Coming together again, this Salendry display and marking time in quick time to form four ranks. Here they come again. They turn. The two fires in the middle turn outwards, still maintaining marching in quick time. While the right hand is carrying the sword, the left hand is swinging front and back in quick time. At this junction, you can see that the front rank and the rear rank cross the sword. Crossword often defends strength and readiness for battle. It is also used during military officer wedding ceremony, signifying oneness or togetherness as a symbol of love among personnel in the military. What's all about facing this guys? Still marching time in quick time. What a wonderful display by the Salendry of Dssc Course 29 and Sdpct Course 24. They turn and face the guests of honor, marching in quick time. Here comes again. They turn over smartly. The team of the Salendry is split into two groups, still maintaining marching in quick time. They split into four groups. It symbolizes the mother-based concepts: Abuja, Lagos, Calabar, and Delta. The new mother-based concept for the officers and rating initiated by the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral IE Ogalla. Can you please give them a round of applause? Coming together again, without facing themselves, they march together and march them together, backing themselves. Please, a beautiful round of applause for the silent G cadets. The silent G have just paid a regimental compliment to the review officer. Still marching in slow time. The turn about smartly in slow time. The right hand is in control of the sword, while the left hand is in control of the scabbard. The front division are marching in quick time, while the rear division are marching in quick time to join up with the front division. Here comes again. The silent G break into 4 groups, which signifies north, west, east, and south. The silent G are marking time and quick time to form a file. They just form 2 files, marching straight forward to locate the guest of honor. They turn facing themselves. They just paid a regimental compliment to our fallen heroes. At the same time, they rest on their swords, a remembrance of our fallen heroes. They bow their head gently to pray for our fallen heroes. May their gentle soul rest in peace. Here comes again. They strike facing the guest of honor.
This one is the pass camera.
Here comes again. They strike an outward turn, still marching in quick time. A turnabout and halted. Marching toward themselves. Let's wait and see the magic they want to perform. Oh, they just take a side pace and chat through themselves. Can you please give them a round of applause? They break into slow time. They take a side pace and march again. What a wonderful display by the silent G. To my end here, I can see that the silent G group are marking time in slow time. They are about forming something. I don't know what they're about to form, but let's sit back and watch. They come together and bow down. I can see that the first alphabet on my left is letter N. The second alphabet is letter N. And the third alphabet is letter C, which is Nigerian Naval College. Please, can you please clap for them? Get part of their head. Here comes again the horse and marches forward to locate the guest of honor. The silent drill are still marking time slow time to form another sequence. Let's sit back and watch. I can see that the silent drill have just formed a file. Their sword is still at carry. They come together. They pay a regimental compliment to the guest of honor. They return it back to carry. They tell about smartly. Coming together again, they resume back their position of attention. Can you please give them a round of applause? They are marking time slowly to resume back their position. Their sword is still at carry. It only takes a smart cadet to be among them. If you are not smart, you can't join them. They turn over smartly and marches back to their stand. They return their swords back to the sword scabbard in the military way. What a wonderful display by the silent drill. They are just busy forming something, different sequence this morning for our guests. The silent drill display are about forming another sequence again. We don't know what they are about to form. But to my end here, I can see that the silent drill display have just formed a photo stand. They come together. At this junction, may I please invite the media to give them a photo shot. The media. Thank you very much for a wonderful shot. Thank you, it's over. The silent drill are magicians. In the other way around, we call them the white angels. What a beautiful display by the silent drill cadets. Here comes again. They draw them so smartly in a military way to take dressing from the right marker. Can you please give them a round of applause? Accordion together. Consider the silent drill group are marching forward. The sword is still at carry, swinging the left hand front and back. They turn smartly to the left, paying a regimental compliment to the guest of honor. Can you please give them a round of applause? What a wonderful display by the silent drill, telling the guests of honor bye-bye till we meet again. They are marching in slow time. Taking dressing from the right marker. You can see that the dressing is in line. Can you please give them a round of applause again? They recover their swords back to carry. They turn smartly to the left about, still marching in slow time. They break into quick time. They outward themselves, marking time in slow time to form back their division, which is number 1 division and number 4 division. What a wonderful display by the Salendi of Dssc course 29 and SD Cadet course 24. Please, let's give them a round of applause for a wonderful display again. They hold together, strikes, and outward turn. The Salendi is being organized by Master Warrant Officer Admiral Muhammad, Corporal Shadu Umar, and Corporal Bitrus Douglas from Nigerian Military School, Zaria, under the supervision of Lieutenant A.B. Abdullahi. Let's turn about their position, swinging the left hand front and back. Thank you very much for a wonderful display by the Salendi.
The reviewing officer, sir, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, the next item is the presentation of awards to the deserving cadets. Before then, the table party will bring the table to the front of the saluting dice. May I request you observe the table drill. The reviewing officer, sir, very senior military officers, both serving and retired, distinguished invited guests, officers, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of every training session, the Nigerian Naval College, Ebubu, presents awards to cadets who distinguish themselves during the period of their training. There are 4 categories of awards available for the passing out cadets of the Direct Short Service Commission Course 29 and the Special Training Course 24. May I humbly request the Commandant, Nigerian Naval College, Ebubu, Rear Admiral Ikechukwu Ogalla, to please invite the dancer. The reviewing officer, sir, we shall begin the award presentation with the Special Duty Pre-Commission Training Course 24. The first award is the Commandant's Award. The recipient of this award is Cadet O.P. Ada. This award is presented to the third best Special Duty Pre-Commission Training Cadet in order of merit. Can you please give him a round of applause? The next award is the Flag Officer Commanding Naval Training Command Award. The recipient of this award is Cadet A.E. Osofishan. This award is presented to the second best Special Duty Pre-Commission Training Cadet in order of merit. May you please give him a round of applause. The next award is the Chief of the Naval Staff Award. The recipient of this award is Cadet B. Udofia. This award is presented to the best Special Duty Pre-Commission Training Cadet in order of merit. The reviewing officer, sir, the next set of presentations will be to the Direct Short Service Commission Course 29, and the first award is the Commandant's Award. The recipient of this award is Cadet E. Idzi. This award is presented to the third best Direct Short Service Commission Course 29 cadets in order of merit. May you please give him a round of applause. The next award is the Flag Officer Commanding Naval Training Command Award. The recipient of this award is Cadet K.U. Kamis. This award is presented to the second best Direct Short Service Commission Course 29 cadets in order of merit. Can you please give him a round of applause? The next awardee is Cadet A. Saidu. Sir, this award tags the Chief of Defense Award is a very important award. It is an award given to the best cadets in parade training, military bearing, power of command, and leadership. The reviewing officer, sir, the next and last recipient will be receiving 3 awards. Hence the reason she is being called last. She is Cadet E.O. Ohadiwe. The first award is tagged the Chief of the Naval Staff Award. This award is presented to the best Direct Short Service Commission Course 29 cadets in order of merit. The second award she will be receiving is also exclusively reserved for the Chief of the Naval Staff. This award is given to the cadets who bagged the best graduating cadets. The review officer, sir, Cadet E.O. Ohadiwe is also the recipient of another award tagged the Chief of Naval Staff Award for bagging overall best graduating cadets in order of merit. May I also add that the overall best cadet will be awarded with a Sword of Honor, which is an age-old practice in the Nigerian Naval College. It is my pleasure to also inform our distinguished guests that the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu Ogalla, Admiralty Medal, is also a holder of the Sword of Honor as the best naval cadet in his course. Shall we please put our hands together for the Chief of the Naval Staff? Thank you, sir. May I humbly request the Commandant Nigerian Naval College on air to respectfully usher the reviewing officer to the saluting dais. The Commandant, sir. The recipients are marching smartly.
Right! Reform! Ready for address, sir! I answer!
The reviewing officer has granted permission. And
Admiral IE Ibas, retired CFR, Representative of State Governor, Sir President, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Navy, distinguished Senator, His Excellency, Otumba Genga Daniel, ably represented by Senator Parchment, Chairman, House Committee on Navy, Right Honourable Yusuf Gagdi, Honourable Minister of State, Petroleum Resources, His Excellency, Senator Helican Nakobi, Honourable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Mr. Ebubu-Eleme, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Defence, Chief Host, Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu Ogalla, Admiralty Medal, the representative of the Chief of Defence Staff, Service Chiefs, and the Inspector General of Police, the Directors, Minister of Defence, that present, the Director General State Security Service, Olutosin Adeola Ajayi, represented by the State Director Department of Civil Service, River State, Joseph Ebubu, the Deputy Chief of Defence Intelligence, ABM, FD, Director Navy Affairs, Minister of Defence, representative of the Director General National Intelligence Agency, Mr. Olabode, head of other paramilitary security agencies here present, head of government agencies and parastatals here present, principal staff officers from defense and service headquarters here present, general officers commanding, flag officers commanding, and air officers commanding, commanders and commandants of military institutions and establishments, members of the diplomatic corps, international organizations and the cooperation, our royal fathers here present, senior military officers both serving and retired, members of Naval Officers' Wives Association, Captain of Industries and Corporation Bodies, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with deep sense of gratitude to Almighty God that I warmly welcome you all to the passing out parade of cadets from the Direct Short Service Course 29 and the Special Duty Review Commission Training 2024 here at the Nigerian Naval College. Today is a proud moment for the college, for the Nigerian Navy, and especially for the 264 cadets who will soon be commissioned as officers of the Nigerian Navy. This college continues to distinguish itself as a premier naval training institution, not only in Nigeria but across the sub-region. As you all know, our nation contends with diverse security threats such as insurgency, banditry, kidnapping, and maritime crime. In response, the Nigerian Navy remains fully deployed in key theater, supporting national security and safeguarding our waters. Through our efforts in the maritime domain, especially in Niger Delta, we have seen a positive impact, including an increase in crude oil production, which now exceeds 1.7 million barrels per day. That is no small feat. The Navy is also taking bold steps to modernize and expand. These include establishment of new commands and units like a Special Operation Command at the Nigerian Navy Marine, new bases like NLSS Madueke and Naval Base Ibe have come online, alongside forward operating units and schools across the country. The relocation of key institutions such as the Naval Training Command and its Naval College are a sign of real progress, guided by sound leadership and a commitment to excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, the Navy fleet is also growing new ships, helicopters, boats, and UAVs have been inducted, and 2 seaward defense boats are currently being built right here in Nigeria under the Navy. We are also investing in manpower through training and improved welfare on international cooperation exercises like Obangami Express, Grand Africa Memo, and Plain Club, alongside strategic memoranda of understanding, including one recently signed with the African Union for strategic sea lift, underscore our readiness and relevance. These efforts are not just about ships or infrastructures. They are about building a Navy that can shape security outcome for the good of our nation. To our passing out cadet, this is your day, and I say congratulations to all of you. You have completed a demanding journey. You have proven your strength, your resilience, and your determination. But let me be clear, this is just the beginning. As you are commissioned today, greater responsibility awaits you. You must remain disciplined, you must be loyal, you must be bold, fast, and you hold fast to the Navy's core values and professionalism, teamwork, and integrity. These are not just words, they are the foundation of trust and leadership. Avoid distraction, avoid misconduct. Let your action reflect the training and values you have received from this college. Let me reassure you that the President and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, remain committed to supporting the armed forces with the tools, resources, and policies needed to secure our nation. As officers, your loyalty to the Constitution and to the law authority must be unwavering. I commend the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogalla, for his vision and leadership. I also acknowledge the effort of the Flag Officers Commanding Naval Training Command, the Commandant and the staff of the college for the quality of training delivered here. Your work is evident in the performance of this cadet today. Let me also extend my appreciation to the sole administrator, the government and the good people of Rivers State, the royal fathers, and all other citizens of Rivers State for their support to the college and Navy at large. The Chief of Defense Staff and other service chiefs, law enforcement agencies, traditional rulers, captain of industry, and all invited guests, thank you for standing with the Nigerian Navy. To the families of our cadets, the sacrifices made this day possible, we thank you and God bless all of you. As we celebrate this important milestone, I wish you all journey mercy to our various destinations. Thank you for your kind attention.
The parade commander will continue with the rest of the parade.
Review officer, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawalle MON, Honourable Minister of State for Defense, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Hip, hip, hip! Hip, hip, hip!
Shall we please rise for the national anthem? You may please be seated.
May I have your permission before I pass the colors, pass your cadets, and to march up to the balance. I answer.
Your very senior officers, senior officers, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, the parade commander, Cadet Saidu, has just taken permission from the reviewing officer to proceed with the final part of the parade, which is the filing past of the colors and the passing out cadets.
Pass your cadets. Forward to rest. Pass your cadets. Inward hold.
Please come in.
The reviewing officer, as we gradually come to the end of this auspicious occasion, permit me to make the following announcements. There will be a group photograph behind the parade ground by the flag poles. Please be informed that after the parade, there will be the peeping and commissioning ceremony. This will take place at the Vice Admiral Ebubu-Eleme Hall, and only guests with the appropriate invitation cards will be admitted into the venue. The rest of the family members will view the proceedings on a screen outside the hall. The representatives of the governors, the representatives of the service chiefs, principal staff officers from Defense and Service Headquarters, all admirals serving and retired, are humbly requested to proceed to the Vice Admiral Ebubu-Eleme Hall immediately after the group photograph. 5 minutes after the group photograph. Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, as these gentlemen cadets file past this parade ground today, I would like to inform this esteemed gathering that this is a milestone in the lives of the passing out cadets. As the band plays the musical tune composed by William G. Toma for his verses titled God Bless You Till We Meet Again, this implies that these cadets come from different cultural, diverse backgrounds across all parts of Nigeria to train together military training in college. The next step they'll be coming together to this college, they'll be doing so in various capacities. These patriotic Nigerians deserve our collective prayers as they begin their journeys as officers in the defense of our dear country. The cadets are fully equipped and ready to face future challenges that will confront them in the Nigerian Navy. In a true naval tradition, therefore, we wish them fair winds. Go out there and make the nation proud. Make the Navy proud, make yourselves proud, and also be good ambassadors of the Nigerian Naval College. Welcome on board and onward together. At this point, I humbly request the Commandant of Nigerian Naval College to respectfully request the reviewing officer to have his seat. The Commandant, sir.
Please be seated.
Enter into the Bello Muhammad Matawalle
May I request the Special Guest of Honor, other dignitaries and invited guests to please take their seats. The Special Guest of Honor, Honourable Minister of State for Defence, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawalle, Member of the Order of Nigeria. Your Excellencies, distinguished and honourable members of the National Assembly here present, the Chief Host, Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu Ogalla, Admiralty Medal, representatives of the Chief of Defence Staffs and Service Chiefs, Principal Staff Officers from Defence and Services Headquarters, General Officers Commanding, Flag Officers Commanding and Air Officers Commanding, heads and representatives of paramilitary and security agencies, members of the diplomatic corps, the Royal Highnesses here present, captains of industries and corporate ranks of the Nigerian Navy, distinguished and highly invited guests, parents and guardians of personnel cadets, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lieutenant Sandra Ojostebe, the Master of Ceremony for today's occasion. It is my honor and privilege once again to welcome you to Vice Admiral Ebubu-Eleme Hall, the venue for the Presidential Commissioning Ceremony of Cadets of Direct Short Service Commission Course 29 and Special Duty Pre-Commission Training 2024. What we shall be witnessing this morning is the conferment of commission on 114 cadets of Direct Short Service Course 29 and 149 cadets of Special Duty Pre-Commission Training 2024. To be commissioned today is a total number of 40 females and 224 males. Today's event marks the climax of a series of activities marking the end of intensive military and academic training for these gentlemen cadets. Before we forge ahead, sir, permit me to run through the program of events for this beautiful occasion. We shall begin with listening to the safety brief of our immediate environment. Immediately after the safety brief, I shall respectfully invite the Commandant of the College for the welcome address. Next, we will have a beautiful documentary display of the college activities, after which the college training coordinator will be requested to give the course highlights. The next event will be the conferment of commission by our esteemed special guest of honor, who will also do us the honors of presenting the Parchment of commission and administering the oath of allegiance. The next item on the program will be the launching of the 3rd edition of the college magazine by the chief launcher, the Chief of the Naval Staff. This will pave way for the presentation of souvenirs to our special guest of honor. And then we shall have the vote of thanks to be delivered by the Deputy Commandant. The event will then be concluded with the post-commissioning luncheon at the Command Officer's Mess. Thank you very much, sir. Having outlined the order of today's event, may I crave your indulgence to please listen to the safety brief, the ICT brief. From Rivers State, Vice Admiral Retired IE Ibas. You're welcome, sir. May I now, at this point, respectfully invite the Commandant of Nigerian Naval College, Rear Admiral Ikechukwu, for his welcome address. The Commandant, sir.
Special guest of honor, sir, Honourable Minister of State for Defence, Dr. Muhammad Matawalle MON, the Administrator of Rivers State, Vice Admiral IE Ibas, retired CFR, representatives of state governors here present, the Chairman Senate Committee on Navy, distinguished Senator Otuba Benga Daniels, ably represented by Senator Patrick, Chairman House Committee on Navy, Right Honourable Yusuf Adamu Gagdi, Honourable Minister of State, Petroleum Resources, His Excellency Senator Heniken Logobri, the Chief Host, Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu Ogalla, Admiralty Medal, the representatives of the Chief of Defence Staff, Service Chiefs, and Inspector General of Police, the Director General, State Security Service, Mr. Oluwatosin Adeola Ajayi, ably represented by the State Director, Department of State Services, Rivers State, Mr. Joseph Adamu, the Deputy Chief of Defense Intelligence, Air Vice Marshal SGOH, Director of Navy Affairs, Ministry of Defense, Mr. Joel Adamu, representatives of the Director General, National Intelligence Agency, Mr. Olabode Ojo, heads of other paramilitary security agencies here present, heads of government agencies and parastatals here present, principal staff officers from Defense and Service Headquarters, General Officers Commanding, Flag Officers Commanding, and Air Officers Commanding, commanders and commandants of military institutions and establishments, members of the diplomatic corps, international organizations and corporations, our royal fathers, senior military officers, both serving and retired, members of the Naval Officers' Wives Association, captains of industries and corporate bodies, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is with great pride and a deep sense of fulfillment that I address this gathering today on the occasion of the commissioning and keeping ceremony of Directional Service Course 29 and Special Duty Pre-Commissioning Training 2024 here at the prestigious Nigerian Naval College, Ebubu. Today marks a defining moment in the lives of these young men and women who, after several grueling months of rigorous military and academic training, will soon be decorated as officers in the Nigerian Navy. It is a moment of pride not only for the cadets, but also for their families, instructors, and indeed the entire Nigerian Armed Forces. This ceremony is much more than a tradition. It is a celebration of transformation, a rite of passage, and a symbol of readiness. These cadets came into the college as raw civilians and having ratings mindset, but with a burning desire to serve their fatherland. Therefore, our job here was to reset their factory settings and put them through the cleansing station to produce cadets with officer-like qualities and mold them into disciplined officers with initiative, prepared to uphold the honor, integrity, and values of the Nigerian Navy. Over the years, the Nigerian Naval College Ebubu has maintained the mandate of transforming qualified and eligible civilians and ratings into skilled and competent officers for the Nigerian Navy. The Directional Service Course 29 and the Special Duty Pre-Commissioning Training 2024 were designed to bridge the gap between civilian expertise and military leadership. The Dssc brings in highly professional professions from various disciplines such as medicine, engineering, ICT, law, while Sdpct equips ratings to officers appointed to special duties with the foundational military competencies required to serve effectively. The journey to this point has not been easy. The cadets have endured the heat on the parade ground, weapon handling, boat drills, as well as the rigors of field exercises, endurance jogging and operational exercises like exercise Ironman and tactical riverine operation exercise, which were newly included into their curricula to build the combat readiness of the cadets. These exercises and evolutions have prepared the cadets for engagement in the maritime and land-based operations. There is no gainsaying that these cadets are well equipped with the skills to conduct both kinetic and non-kinetic operations aimed at enhancing the Nigerian Navy's operational efficiency in support of national security. It is imperative to state that these cadets have persevered under the weight of academic expectations, the demand for discipline, military regimentation, and have been tested mentally, physically, and emotionally. However, today they stand tall, not just as graduates of the course, but as leaders of men and women, guardians of Nigeria's maritime domain, and ambassadors of the Nigerian Navy. I encourage you to apply all the tools of the trade and hold firmly the Nigerian Navy core values of professionalism, integrity, and teamwork as you join your contemporaries in the fleet. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is worth noting that the cadets' overall performance was adjudged above average. An analysis of their result indicates that out of 115 Dssc cadets, 6 cadets made first class, while 64 made second class and 42 made third class. The overall average score of the course is 76.88%, indicating an upward trend in performance when compared to the previous course of Dssc 28, which had an average score of 75.4%. Similarly, in Sdpct 2024 result, 28 cadets achieved first class, 95 obtained second class, and 26 made third class. The overall result of the course is 79.77%, also reflecting an upward performance trend compared to Sdpct 2022, which recorded an average score of 72.4%. Bida has made, let me remind the cadets that the commission you are about to receive is both an honor and a burden, as it places upon your shoulders the responsibility to lead, protect, and serve with courage and conviction. Your rank is not a privilege for self-gain, but a trust bestowed upon you by the Nigerian people through the Nigerian Navy. You must lead by example, uphold the finest tradition of the service, and continue and contribute meaningfully to the strategic goals of the Nigerian Armed Forces and the renewed goal agenda of the President Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. The challenges ahead are numerous. Our maritime domain remains a critical frontier that demands vigilance, innovation, and collaboration. Issues such as piracy, crude oil theft, among other illicit activities, threaten our national security and economic prosperity. Therefore, it is your duty to rise to these challenges, and not only with the weapons of war, but also with the tools of knowledge, discipline, and strategic thinking. I wish to express my profound gratitude to the Chief of the Naval Staff for his visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to capacity building and excellence within the Nigerian Navy. I must also acknowledge the Flag Officer Commanding Naval Training Command for his consistent oversight, guidance, exceptional leadership, and support. Your direction ensured that our training philosophy remains mission-focused, value-driven, and future-oriented, while preparing our cadets to meet the real-world demands of naval operations. Furthermore, I acknowledge the tireless efforts of the instructors, administrative staff, and civilian staff of the Nigerian Naval College, whose dedication and professionalism have been instrumental in shaping these cadets into officers. To the families, friends, and loved ones of our graduating cadets, thank you for your steadfast steadfast support and encouragement. Behind every successful officer is a network of sacrifices made by those who love them most. To our personal cadets, as you wear the uniform of the commissioned officer today, carry on with the spirit of honor, humility, and hard work. Be firm but fair. Be courageous but compassionate. Never forget that leadership is about service, and service is about sacrifice. Be bold in the face of adversity, be disciplined in action, and above all, never forget your service core values. Finally, on behalf of the entire staff and personnel of the Nigerian Naval College, I congratulate the cadets of Dssc 29 and Sdpct 2024 on your well-deserved commissioning. May your careers be marked by excellence, and may you serve with pride, loyalty, and distinction. God bless the Nigerian Navy. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And as we say in the Navy, onward together.
Thank you, sir, for setting the tone for this particular event. Indeed, it has been an extraordinary journey for our graduating cadets. 9 months of rigorous training for some, and 6 months for the others. As a testament to their dedication and perseverance, we are thrilled to share a glimpse of their transformative experience with you, our dear parents, guardians, and loved ones. And so, to give you a deeper insight into their journey, the college has prepared a special documentary showcasing the highlights of their time here. May I request that we tilt our attention to the screen. ICT, please.
A maritime force standing as a first line of defense on our waters from the turbulent crest of the Atlantic Ocean to the calm backwaters of the Niger Delta. They protect. They patrol. They prevail. But behind every vessel, every command, and every strategic operation are men and women forged through discipline, knowledge, and sacrifice. This is the Nigerian Naval College, the cradle of transformation, where dreams of service become a lifelong calling. The college is more than a training institution. It is the crucible where young civilians are refined into naval officers. Established in 1981 at Unae, but later relocated to Ebubu-Eleme, State, Nigeria in 2024, the college stands as a beacon of discipline, excellence, with the mandatory role of imparting professional, elementary naval knowledge, as well as instilling strong leadership qualities and ethics in cadet and under-training officers. Within the college's secured perimeter are essential training facilities designed to nurture both the mind and body, from rigorous drills at the parade ground to the sports complex where fitness is home, from conducive living quarters to regimented mess, from state-of-the-art auditorium and classrooms to well-equipped and staffed medical facilities to further enhance learning and ensure uninterrupted power supply. Solar panels and lighting are installed on classroom blocks, a sustainable solution that supports academic excellence and operational readiness. Every facility at the Nigerian Naval College is purposefully designed to support the development of a well-rounded, capable officer. Every officer's journey begins with a first salute, not to another, but to themselves. The transition from civilian life or from the enlisted ranks to becoming a cadet is both emotional and transformative. At this threshold, the path ahead is marked by purpose, sacrifice, and the promise of a greater call. In recent months, the college's gate have welcomed aspiring officers from different entry streams. The Direct Short Service Commission, Course 29, the Regular Commission, Course 72 in September and October 2024 respectively, and the Special Duty Pre-Commissioning Training Course 24 in January 2025. Each group, unique in background, united in their quest to serve, to lead, and to protect. On arrival at the college, cadets are formally received and documented and welcomed in accordance with extant military traditions. In the contemporary naval environment, intellect is considered as crucial as firepower. After being successfully inducted, the journey of intellectual foundations of leadership commences. Cadets are trained in art of military strategy, navigation, naval communication, naval engineering, and leadership theories, among other things, equipping them with the knowledge to lead, command, and protect our vast economic resources as well as maritime borders. Cadets are also immersed in a series of leadership lectures delivered by seasoned military and civilian professionals. These sessions expose them to the principles of critical thinking, team management, and ethical decision-making, preparing them to lead with confidence, clarity, and conviction. At the end of the lecture modules, formal examinations were conducted to assess the cadets' comprehension. These assessments measured academic performance while reinforcing the values of discipline, preparation, and intellectual rigor expected in a military context. The integration of theoretical learning and practical evaluation ensured a balanced development of both mind and character. This holistic approach to training extended beyond the classroom into the grueling physical realm where mental resilience was tested through action. Strength, endurance, and agility, the physical demands of the Navy are immense. As it is said in military training parlance, we will make you do it, even against your wish. In tandem with this saying, cadets were pushed beyond limits, taught to fight fatigue, overcome fear, and rely on each other as comrades in arms. These seemingly daunting tasks were achieved through early morning physical training and individual evening games such as football, basketball, volleyball, Scrabble, chess, archery, swimming, boxing, among other physical activities, to enhance their agility, stamina, endurance, speed, resilience, and mental alertness. A combination of these birthed the endurance jogging and route march, where the average cadet's physical fitness is put to test. Interestingly, the military traditional changing parade drills, where a set time is given to change into different attires at different intervals, are conducted. This drill seeks to assess a cadet's speed, quick response, and mental acuity under duress, all critical skills necessary for successful military service. Physical activities begin from the very first minute of arrival, run through the entire length of course, and form part of an officer cadet's parting gift, a lasting imprint of discipline and resilience, courtesy of the college. For as the saying goes, sweat more in peacetime and bleed less in wartime. At sea, there is no room for error. To complement the rigors of physical training, cadets are immersed in operational drills, combat readiness, and various aspects of tactical response exercises, reinforcing the mindset that readiness is not a phase, but a way of life. From the heat of simulated fires to the chaos of emergency response drills, cadets were thrust into high-pressure environments that demanded sharp instincts, seamless teamwork, and mastery of firefighting tools. These hands-on sessions underscored the importance of rapid decision-making and coordination under duress. From the precision of weapon handling drills to the adrenaline cadets learn to master their tools with discipline and accuracy. Each round fired is not just about marksmanship, it's about responsibility, judgment, and control. Out on the water, boat handling exercises teaches them the intricacies of watercraft management, even in the face of turbulent tides or hostile threats. In another dynamic segment, cadets took on roles as protesters, police, and military forces in a full-scale civil disturbance simulation. This immersive exercise in crowd dispersal provided first-hand experience in managing public unrest, emphasizing critical principles like communication, tactical restraint, and the delicate balance of force and diplomacy. Building on this foundation, cadets were subsequently deployed to a real military checkpoint for a roadblock management exercise where they took on roles involving situational awareness, vehicle searches, and passenger screening. This practical session improved their understanding of checkpoint protocols, security procedures, and teamwork in traffic control situations. Recognizing the evolving nature of maritime security, the program introduced the Riverine Tactical Operations, a cutting-edge drill addressing the complexities of coastal threats. This initiative prepared cadets to respond swiftly to emerging maritime risks in coastal zones. The role of boarding teams, combat medical care, and maritime interdiction operations, where agility and adaptability are paramount. Operational and combat efficiency was further tested through periodic obstacle course crossing. Then came Exercise Ironman.
After this, its flag and a shot to the air will flag off the exercise Ironman.
Exercise Ironman is packaged to test the cadets' endurance, mental resilience, and ability to operate under pressure, which are the essential qualities required for any successful military mission.
This comprehensive exercise involves an amazing stretch of a 15-kilometer run. At the end of this run begins yet another phase, where physical strength, speed, and coordination are tested in the realm of tactical boat handling and obstacle crossing. Combat swimming. The exercise demands unwavering resolve, physical endurance, mental strength, teamwork, and resilience. It instills discipline, strengthens the body and mind, as well as building camaraderie, which are some of the key qualities for success in the service. A life raft was successfully launched during the exercise, with cadets exhibiting a high level of engagement in the boarding procedures and overall evacuation process, reflecting their readiness and compliance with established safety protocols. After the intense physical trials, high-stakes decision-making, and shared hardship, the exercise culminated in a moment of pride and celebration. The title of Iron Woman and Iron Man was awarded to outstanding female and male cadets whose sheer determination, endurance, and leadership set a benchmark of excellence throughout the exercise. Finally, the best overall squadron went to Charlie Squadron, who demonstrated unparalleled teamwork, synchronization, and relentless spirit from the first mile to the final swim. The bonds forged in adversity, the strength tested and proven, and the spirit ignited in each cadet will continue to shine throughout their journey in the service. As the sun dipped beyond the horizon at the Nigerian Naval College parade ground, the solemn notes of bugles and drums heralded the beating of the retreat, a revered military tradition rooted in centuries of history. Once a battlefield signal to disengage at dusk, the ceremony has evolved into a symbolic display of military precision, reflection, and unity.
Thank you very much, Sdpct. Thank you, thank you so much. I think that of the remarkable growth and development of these cadets, and it was heartening to see the beaming smiles on the faces of some of them as watch themselves on the screen. I am convinced that these memories and these images have left an indelible mark on their hearts, and the perseverance and hard work that they have exhibited will forever stay with them, inspiring them to greatness as they embark on their future endeavors. May I at this point invite the Acting Training Coordinator, Lieutenant Commander S. Aruna, to give the course highlights of the training. The Acting Training Coordinator, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I've just been told to skip that part for want of time. The special guest of honor, sir, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the conferment of commission. May I respectfully invite the Commandant to present the cadets of Direct Short Service Commission 29 and Special Duty Pre-Commission Training 2024. The Commandant, sir.
Special guest of honor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, 114 cadets of Dssc 29 and 148 cadets of Sdpct 2024 are about to confer with the Presidential Commission into the Nigerian Navy. They are now all on the personal cadets. Please rise. Invite the President of Honor to please confer the Presidential Commission onto the cadets.
I, Bello Muhammad Matawalle, Minister of State for Defense, Honourable President of the Nigerian Armed Forces, the President of Nigeria, Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu, by the powers conferred on me by the Constitution of the President, Commander of the Armed Forces of the Republic of Nigeria, hereby confer on me and every one of you, jointly and severally, a commission to the ranks of sub-lieutenant in the Nigerian Navy. Congratulations. Then the oath of allegiance.
May I now invite parents, loved ones, guardians, and spouse of the personal cadets to please rise for the unveiling of the ranks. Parents, loved ones, guardians, spouses, and friends, please unveil their ranks. the spouses. Please take their seats. Newly commissioned officers, you may be seated.
Special guest of honor, sir, movement from now, we shall be having the presentation of Parchment of commission. The usher, please. The stage is now set for the presentation of Parchment of commission for the newly commissioned officers. Due to time constraints, the special guest of honor will graciously present Parchment to a select group of 16 officers, comprising 8 officers from Direction Service Commission 29 and 8 officers from Special Duty Pre-Commission Training 2024. The officers will now be called forward by their names to receive their Parchment. Our esteemed guests, please note that the presentation does not follow the order of merit. With utmost respect, may I humbly request the commandant to invite the special guest of honor to proceed with the presentation. The first officer on the list is Sub-Lieutenant Emi Alayu. Next is Sub-Lieutenant PSA Guru. Next is Sub-Lieutenant NG Chukunelu. Next is Sub-Lieutenant A. Saidu. Next is Sub-Lieutenant Yu Lawal. Sub-Lieutenant K.S. Nathan. Sub-Lieutenant IE Ogalla. Sub-Lieutenant M. Lawal. And that was the last of the Direct Short Service Commission. On the list of Special Duty Pre-Commission Training 2024, I shall begin with Sub-Lieutenant S. Sanda. Next is Sub-Lieutenant P. Ishaya. Next is Sub-Lieutenant K.S. Awoni. Wow! Sub-Lieutenant P.A. Odama. Sub-Lieutenant E. Musa. Sub-Lieutenant A. Zakari. Sub-Lieutenant M. Kuranga. And the last on the list is Sub-Lieutenant K.I. Ijobu. Thank you very much, sir. A round of applause for the special guest of honor as the name is waiver. The special guest of honor, sir. Next is the administration of oath of allegiance for the newly commissioned officers. They are request that we all rise as the color party take oath. At this juncture, may I once again request the Commandant to kindly continue with the proceedings and thereafter invite the special guest of honor to administer the oath of allegiance for the newly commissioned officers. Commandant.
Prince and Imam, please take the floor. Parents, loved ones, spouses, guardians, and speakers. May I now
shall I request we all visit our seats, including the Spirit of Honor.
may I request the special guest of honor and proceed to take the oath of allegiance.
Swear by the Almighty God. We are true and faithful allegiance. To the President Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. Of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will loyally serve the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As my law established as an officer. And that I would ask in duty. Serve for the period of my engagement. Or engagement as the case may be. And go wherever ordered by land. Sea. Over air. And that I will serve and obey lawful commands. Nigeria. And of the officer placed over me. And I will subject myself to all acts. Subsidiary legislation and the service regulations. Which now or shall from time to time be enforced. And applicable to the Navy during the period of my engagement. Or the engagement. As the case may be. So help me God.
Newly commissioned officers recite the national pledge.
Shall we all rise for the national anthem? are please requested to remain standing and be followed by party marching out as a sign of respect to the honors. Thank you very much, sir. Will you please take our seats? Please take your seats. Will the newly commissioned officers take their seats? The next item on today's program. As we celebrate the graduation of our newly commissioned officers, we are also delighted to launch the 3rd edition of the Radar Magazine, a flagship publication of the Nigerian Naval College. Sir, the Radar Magazine serves as a platform for sharing knowledge, experiences, and insights on maritime security, defense, and related issues. It also showcases some of the activities of the Nigerian Naval College. This edition promises to be an exciting one, with thought-provoking articles and perspectives from distinguished authors. It is our honor to have the Chief of Naval Staff as the chief launcher of this edition. On this note, may I humbly request the commandants to invite the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu Ogalla, Admiral IE to officially launch the 3rd edition of the Radar Magazine. The commandant, sir. Unveils this significant publication, showcasing the Nigerian Navy's commitment to excellence and innovation.
I, Vice Admiral IE Ogalla, do hereby unveil this edition of the Radar Magazine for the benefit of the Nigerian Navy College and the entire Nigerian Navy, the Armed Forces, and for all Nigerians and the global maritime community in general. I will also keep 10 copies for an undisclosed sum to be paid to the commandant.
Thank you very much, sir. Can you please put our hands together? Thank you very much. Please put your hands together as the Chief of Naval Staff makes his way back to his seat. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Chief of Naval Staff has just demonstrated his unwavering commitment to the Nigerian Naval College by launching the 3rd edition of the Radar Magazine with a generous donation of an undisclosed amount. Sir, on behalf of Nigerian Naval College and particularly the editorial board, I wish to express our profound gratitude for this remarkable. We consider supporting the launch of the 3rd edition of the Radar Magazine by purchasing a copy or more. Your contribution will not only support the Nigerian Naval College, but also serve as a testament to your commitment to the development of our naval personnel. While I continue with the rest of the program, the ushers will now take a copy each for our distinguished invited guests at the high table. At this moment, we would also like to invite parents, families, and friends of the graduating sub-lieutenants to join us in the launching of the Radar Magazine. Parents, friends, anyone who would like to launch the magazine, please do come forward. Honourable Adam, please. Shall we please once again put our hands together for this 3rd edition of Radar Magazine? For everyone who has supported and who intends to support, I would like to especially appreciate you. Once again, a limited amount of this magazine is available for sale at 8,000 naira. Please visit the designated standing position just behind the hall. The next highlight of our program is a special gesture of appreciation. We are delighted to present a memento to the special guest of honor, the Honourable Minister of State for Defense, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawalle, member of the Order of the Niger, as a token of our gratitude for his presence here today and his support. May I respectfully request the Commandant to invite the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu Ogalla, Admiral IE to present this memento. Like the saying goes, for every beginning there is an end. To the newly commissioned officers, this must have been a welcome end, for it marks the end of intensive military and academic training leading to the award of a commission into the net. May I therefore request the Deputy Commandant, Nigerian Naval College, Ebubu, Navy Captain P.S. Oza, to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the college. The Deputy Commandant, sir.
The special guest of honor, the Honourable Minister of State Defense, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawalle, the sole administrator of Rivers State, members of the House of Assembly here present, our royal fathers, representatives of services and head of security agencies here present, distinguished senior officers, both serving and retired, respected invited guests, ladies and gentlemen of the press. It is with great sense of humility and immense appreciation that I stand before you to give a vote of thanks on this very important occasion. Oath-taking ceremony of the personnel cadets of Director Service Course 29 and Special DTP Commissioning Training Course 2024 of the Nigerian Naval College. I wish, on behalf of the Commandant, express our heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished special guest of honor for your presence at this memorable occasion. I also want to express our appreciation to the sole administrator of Rivers State, members of the House of Assembly, as well as our royal fathers here present. Our sincere appreciation also goes to the Chief of the Naval Staff for his unwavering commitment to transforming the Nigerian Navy into a highly professional and operationally ready force. Your presence here today reaffirms the importance this ceremony serves as an encouragement to our cadets as they prepare to step into service. Thank you for taking out time out of a very busy schedule to honor this occasion. Our sincere appreciation goes to the Grand Chiefs from the Naval Headquarters, the Director of Navy, as well as the General Officers Commanding, Flag Officers Commanding, Air Officers Commanding. We say thank you for your support. Your guidance ensures that our training philosophy remains mission-focused, value-driven, and future-oriented, preparing our cadets to meet the real-world demands of naval operations. We are also immensely grateful to our royal fathers, captains of industries, garrison officers, both serving and retired, that took our time to attend this auspicious occasion. The college is highly humbled by your presence. I would like to also recognize and appreciate the efforts of the instructors, administrative staff, ratings, as well as the civilian staff of the college. Your tireless work, attention to details, commitment to discipline and professionalism have laid the foundation for the quality of officers we are sending out today. To the families and loved ones of the cadets, thank you for your sacrifice, prayers, and support throughout their training. Today's achievement is also yours, and we celebrate you all. To our personal cadets, the pride of today and the promise of tomorrow, I say congratulations. You have been trained, tested, and today entrusted with a higher responsibility. Lastly, I want to express our appreciation to all dignitaries, guests, and well-wishers who honor us with your presence today. Your support is invaluable, and your encouragement goes a long way in strengthening the morals of our cadets and the entire naval community. Once again, we are grateful for all our invited guests for making our time to be here, and we pray for safe journeying back to your respective destinations. So thank you and God bless.
We have come to the end of this remarkable ceremony. May I announce that our distinguished invited guests are respectfully requested to join the special guest of honor for a reception at the Command Officer's Mess. Can we please rise for the national anthem? Shall we please remain standing as the special guest?
Yeah.